Hi YouTube, Funtime Lucky here. I wanted to tell you all about this deodorant that my husband and I switched to. So sorry it's backwards on there. It's called the Crystal Body Deodorant Stick. It's a natural protector. This says hypoallergenic, fragrance, and paraffin free. It is really, really great. So the reason why we switched to it was because of the no aluminum in there. My husband and I believe, and because of a lot of the research that we've done too, that aluminum hurts your body, and that's one of the things that causes cancer and buildup and makes you sick and everything. So we're firm believers of putting as less aluminum in your body as possible. Like, don't drink out of cans on a regular basis. Don't cook with things on a regular basis with aluminum. So I had already been kind of looking at more natural ways of using deodorant, like more natural kinds of deodorant. One was at the beginning was to save money, to spend less money, and then another way was just it's healthier. A lot of the deodorants now, they have that stuff in there, which is usually the aluminum to prevent sweating, and that just doesn't, it's not natural to not sweat. But also, like, as a woman, when you're not sweating, it clogs up your system, and so I am trying to detoxify my body, and I just felt like I wanted a more natural deodorant. So I looked up a bunch of them about the do-it-yourself, do DIY projects, and I just had a feeling that none of them were going to be very good for me. I don't know. I just didn't try any of them, you know? I did try a few things, like apple cider vinegar. They say helps with odor, which it does. I've tried it. It does. It helps with odor, which is really great for if you're outside or in the beach. You can just kind of spritz a little bit on real quick. Let's see. What else did I try? I tried baking powder. It kind of worked, you know. It didn't work throughout the whole day, of course. And baking soda, I tried a little bit of that, and it hurt under my arms, so I didn't really pursue that. And there's a bunch of how you can make your own body deodorant as well, with the combination of several different things that I didn't try. I also tried coconut oil. That I use all the time at the beach because I put it on myself anyway for the beach. And that helps eliminate body odor, which it's really awesome. But it's not good for all day, for me anyway. So I had seen this. Actually, it's so funny because my grandmother, actually my step-grandmother, I'm trying to put this up here so you can just kind of take a look at it. She used this a long time ago. I want to say like 15 years ago, this same brand and everything. And she really liked it. And I just never really thought back then that it was a good thing to sweat. I just thought that was really gross. But now as I get older, I realize that it's better to sweat than not to sweat. She used it because every kind of other deodorant she had ever tried, she had bad reactions to it. We're not biologically related, and so that was just never really a concern of mine. I never really thought about it. I didn't have any bad reactions to deodorant, but a lot of the deodorant I had tried didn't work very well. I always had to have like the high prescription deodorant for myself to not be stinky. And several of my friends have the same issue. You know, they have to use like the extra strength clinical deodorant. And so I saw a couple of videos on this online, and I didn't do a lot of research on it. But then my husband and I go to the Vitamin Hut. There's one in Tamarack, Florida that we really love. The guy that owns it is really great. He's very helpful. But we were there one day buying some other things, and I saw this, and it was only $6. I think $6.29 or something. And I thought, sold. You know, it lasts forever. It says right here on the back that it's for men and women. It can last up to a year if you're using it daily. And all you have to do is moisten the top of the stone, which is this part, and apply it to underarms or soles of the feet. So I haven't put it on the soles of my feet. I don't really know why. I guess for stinking, I guess. I don't really have stinky feet. But I just, whenever I get out of the shower, before I dry myself off, I just put it underneath my arms because my arms are already wet, and that seems to work the best. You can also like run it under the tap water and then put it underneath there, but I find like right after the shower it's nice and moist and it lasts longer. So if I'm just at home hanging out, I just use this once a day, opposed to other deodorant I applied even just at home. I would be applying at least 3 times a day, because once in the morning, maybe once like after dinner-ish, and then, you know, like when you're brushing your teeth, and then after, I normally take a shower at night and then get dressed. So 3 times a day. And this, I usually just use one time. If I'm going out somewhere, I use it, you know, my regular night routine, and then like right before I go somewhere. And I'm talking not just to the store, I'm going physically going and doing things where I'm going to be sweating and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really awesome. My husband uses it, and before he used to use another brand that I don't really want to mention the name because I don't want to give them a bad reputation, but he had used them for a really long time, and it worked really well for him, and it smelled good, and you know, it was just like a man deodorant, and he likes this stuff. He thinks it doesn't make him smell, which it doesn't. I can contest to that. There's been a few times, we live in South Florida, and so it does get pretty hot here. It got up to 80 degrees the other day, and we were in a hot car and walking around, and I said, let me smell your armpit at the end of the day. I said, hey, smell your armpit at the end of the day. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so I said, well, let me smell your armpit at the end of the day, because I wanted to know like how it was working, you know. And I smelled his armpit, and it did not smell at the end of a hot, sweaty day for a man. So this stuff is really awesome. My husband wanted to buy 2, but I said, why, if it lasts so long? It doesn't have aluminum. It's all natural. I'm not being sponsored by them. I will try to find the link like for Amazon and link it down there. Like I said, we bought this from Vitamin Hut, the guy in Tamarack, and I'll find his website so you could buy it from him as well if you want to. He's really great. If you have any questions about any of his products, he is more than willing to answer them for you. He is really awesome. He likes to do all natural things. He orders all natural products in, and so he's super, super knowledgeable if you have any questions. But like I said, I'll try to find it on Amazon as well if you have an Amazon account or something. I also want to read the back of it here. I already read some of it. It says that you must apply on clean skin. Do not leave on granite or marble. And the ingredients are natural mineral salts. And that, you know, that's it. So it comes from comes from California. And that looks like it's it. It says, natural deodorant protection. Crystal body deodorant is made of natural mineral salts which eliminate odor by leaving an invisible protective barrier against odor-causing bacteria. It is fragrance-free, non-sticky, non-staining, leaves no white mark residue, and can be used by both men and women. Crystal body deodorant lasts up to a year of use. So, let's see. We've been using it for over a month. My husband and I have been using this for over a month. Let me clarify. And we haven't even, like, had to pull it up or anything. It's, you know, usually a month's worth. Like, if my husband is just using his deodorant, he buys a new deodorant stick maybe once every 3 months. So this is going to last us a long time. So it's well worth the $6. That's the cheapest I've ever seen it. I've seen it around like $9, I think. But it's really great. I like that, you know, like it's in this pink thing. I don't know if you can get it in other colors or not. But that doesn't bother my husband that it's in this like pink thing. When I bought it, I was telling him all about it. And as soon as he saw the no aluminum, he was all for trying it. So I'm really glad that he likes it in the pink casing. You know, it doesn't bother him at all. Some men that bothers, but... So I hope this little review of this product has helped you all. I hope you do try this. So there's many other things out there as well that you can try that are like more natural deodorants without having to go through all the time and the money of making your own. I know some of the cheaper, you can do yourself deodorant that's cheap, but this is pretty cheap. I mean, you're looking at pennies a month here for this stuff, so, or maybe $1 a month, I don't know. Anyway, have a great day, YouTube. Thanks for watching.